Okay, let's dive into a new technology that could completely change how you interact with AI. It's called OpenClaw, and trust me, it's not just another chatbot. Imagine having your very first AI employee, one that's super intelligent and works for you 24/7, even while you're asleep. This isn't just an assistant, it's a whole new way of thinking about artificial intelligence. You know, this quote right here, it just nails the biggest problem with most AI tools today. They're powerful for sure, but they're also passive. You have to go to them. You open a tab, you type in a prompt, you get an answer, and then you close it. And just like that, the work stops. OpenClaw completely flips that script. It's not a place you visit, it's an agent that comes to you and works for you. So, why are we calling this a fundamental shift? What's the big deal? Well, it's the move from just language to actual agency. We're going from AI that can give you ideas to an AI that can take action on those ideas. It's about going beyond a simple request and response and moving toward having a continuous autonomous operator on your team. And this right here is the core difference. The old way is reactive. You know the drill. You're stuck in a browser tab, and the second you close it, the AI forgets everything. But the new way with OpenClaw is proactive. It's working for you around the clock, it reaches you on the apps you already use, and maybe most importantly, it actually remembers your goals over the long term. Really, the best way to wrap your head around this is to stop thinking about it as a tool and start thinking of it as hiring a full-time digital employee. You are the manager. OpenClaw is your new, super intelligent team member, ready to take on projects without you having to constantly look over its shoulder. So what is this thing, technically speaking? Well, OpenClaw isn't the AI brain itself. Think of it more like the body or the central nervous system. You get to choose the brain, maybe it's Claude or GPT, and OpenClaw is the layer that connects that brain to a computer, giving it the ability to do things like browse the web, write code, or use your apps. And its power really stands on these four pillars. First, it runs on its own dedicated computer, which is how it can work 24/7. Second, it's got that persistent memory, so it actually learns about you and your goals. Third, it talks to you where you already are, no new apps to download. And finally, it's open source. This is huge. It means it's totally customizable and can't be shut down by one single company. It belongs to the community. Okay, so now we get what it is. Let's get to the really fun part. What can it actually do for you? This is where we go from the idea of a simple assistant to a truly autonomous operator that can put your productivity on autopilot. Check this out. This is a perfect example. Imagine waking up in the morning and while you were asleep, your agent was working. It was scanning the web for news that's actually relevant to you, summarizing the important stuff, and even drafting some social media posts based on what it found. Then it bundles it all up and sends it right to your phone. That's not an assistant, that's an entire research team working for you overnight. And it gets even more powerful from there. You can ask your agent to build its own tools. For instance, you could tell it to build a mission control dashboard, coded by the AI itself, just to help you track your projects. Think about that for a second. It's an AI that actively makes itself better at helping you. Now, being more productive is one thing, and it's awesome. But what if this tool could actually become a new source of income? Let's talk about how you can turn your AI agent into a full-blown monetization engine. The core idea here is really simple. You can task your agent not just with saving you time, but with actively going out and generating revenue. It can become a digital employee whose entire job is to find and complete work that makes you money. And this isn't just a hypothetical idea. On freelance sites like Upwork, businesses right now are posting jobs for AI automation workflows that are worth thousands of dollars. An agent could find these jobs, apply for them, and even do the work. This single number represents a very real, very tangible opportunity. So how can you actually pull this off? Well, there are three main paths you could take. First, you could deploy sub-agents to go hunt for freelance gigs and complete them. Second, you could build and sell specific AI solutions, like an AI receptionist for a local dentist. Or third, you could offer to set up and manage these agents for other people who want the power but don't have the time to learn. It's about going beyond automating your own work and actually selling that automation as a service. But here's the thing, having a tool this powerful isn't enough. The real key to unlocking its potential is all about a shift in your mindset. You have to stop thinking like a user who gives commands and start thinking like a manager who sets goals. And you can see the difference right here. The tinkerer gets bogged down in the tiny details, telling the AI exactly how to do everything. That's just not efficient. But the manager, they give high-level goals. They describe the finish line they want to cross, they share their long-term ambitions, and they lean on the agent's intelligence by asking it for ideas. This leads to what might be the single most powerful technique of all: reverse prompting. Seriously, write this down. Instead of telling the AI what to do, you ask it what you should do next. You say, based on my goals, what workflows should you build? What's the next logical step? You're not just using its ability to follow orders, you're tapping into its intelligence. So let's end on this question because it really wraps everything up. This isn't a chatbot waiting for a command. This is a tireless, intelligent employee ready for its first assignment on day one. So what's the first task you would give it? The possibilities really are just getting started.